Hey everybody, this video is going to explain the homework assignments in the Week 1 module. So when you clicked on the Week 1 Homework Assignments tab, you saw a little explanation of some things up above this video. I want to make sure that you understand that it's always in your best interest to go through all of the module material first. That's the information that you need to know in order to do well on the homework assignments. But remember, there might be some other exercises within the module material in addition to these out-of-class homework assignments. Try to go through the homework assignments in the order that I have them listed, because certain things sometimes build off of what you've done previously. Except for the discussion, you can do the discussion at any point during the week. So on to the actual assignments. The first one listed is read Chapter 1. If you have gone through the module material, I have covered the material from Chapter 1. So when I say read the chapter, it's really just more of a review. You certainly don't have to spend a lot of time going through it with a fine-tooth comb, and you don't have to take notes. You don't need to highlight or underline things. Just review through it to kind of refresh your memory of everything that we discussed in the PowerPoints and video lessons within the Week 1 module. The next item is Week 1 Assignment 1, Engaging with Written Argument. So for this, once you click on that assignment and you go to the assignment area, there is an essay that is attached to the assignment area. You'll see a little file down below. It's called No Escape from Helicopter Parents. So you're going to need to click on that link and bring up that essay in a Word. It's in a Word document. And you can print it, you can save it to your computer to read it at another time and do the assignment later, but that's what I mean by attached essay. But you will need to read the essay first, and then there are 5 questions to answer. And the 5 questions are pretty basic. What is the issue? What is the issue that's being presented in that essay? What's the author's position on that issue? What stance are they taking? What reasons and evidence do they give to support their position? What makes the argument successful, and what weaknesses does the argument have, if any? So very basic 5 questions about that essay. Answer them thoroughly. You're going to do it in a Word document and upload it and submit it. If you have any questions about it, let me know. The next item for homework is the Week 1 Assignment 2, Trace Analysis. So we learned about the trace analysis in the PowerPoint on the rhetorical situation and rhetoric. And so you're going to be practicing a trace analysis for this assignment. When you get to the assignment area and read the instructions, once again, you're going to have to read an essay that has been attached in the assignment section. But this time there's 3 to choose from. So you'll see 3 links down at the bottom. And they're all in Word documents, just like it was for Week 1 Assignment 1. But you only have to read one of them. Choose one. Don't read, you can read all 3, but don't do the work for all 3. Just choose one of them, and then you are going to type up your own trace analysis of that essay. So remember, the trace analysis, that's an acronym. So T stands for text. What kind of text is it? What are its special qualities and features? What is it about? Briefly summarize it. Briefly summarize it. The R is for reader. Are you one of the readers that the writer anticipated? Do you share common ground with the author and other audience members? Are you open to change? Who was the original audience? Do you fit into that category? Why or why not? If you don't, do you share anything? Is there any common ground between you and the author and the intended audience? Are you open to change? The A in trace stands for author. Who is the author? How is the author influenced by background, experience, education, affiliations, or values? What is the author's motivation to write? As much as you can figure out based on the information given to you, okay? The C in trace is for constraints. Remember, constraints are things that kind of box us in a little bit. So what beliefs, attitudes, habits, affiliations, or traditions will influence the way you and other readers and the author view the argument? What things are going to influence how we respond, how we react. And then the E is for exigence. And remember, exigence is what caused the argument, right? What happened or what is happening, what did happen to make this author feel like this argument needed to be discussed. And do you agree that it was a problem that needed to be discussed? Is it a defect or a problem? But what occurred to make it a relevant argument? And that's it. TRACE, right? If you, I gave you, a little, each hint here for each letter, what each one stands for and what kinds of questions you should ask yourself to get to the answer, to get to that part of the analysis. But if you need some more clarification or some, more reminders, you can go back to that PowerPoint in the week 1 module on what is rhetoric, and it goes through it a little more. And it even has, if you remember, a couple of examples of how to do a trace analysis. Okay, you'll do this one in a Word document as well and upload it and submit it. If you have any questions about it, let me know. And then the last item for homework is the week 1 discussion. So being week 1, you could probably guess the week 1 discussion is going to be about introductions. So that's really what this is about. You have 2 questions to answer. The first one, what are a few things you'd like us to know about you? You can tell us where you're from, what your family and home life are like, what your current job is, etc. Just what you want us to know about you. And then question number 2 is, why do you think opinions change? Share your initial thinking and then explore other possibilities. Think about particular opinions you once held but have now changed. What was that topic? What was that issue? How did your opinion change, and why did your opinion change? The idea here is that everybody seems to think that opinions are set in stone, but they're opinions. The whole nature of them is that they're fluid. So they can change, and there's plenty of valid reasons why they would change. So think of something, what are your thoughts? Why do opinions change in general? And then apply it specifically to you. When has there been a time where you've held a certain opinion and it has changed? How did that happen? Why did it happen, right? If you think about it, the whole purpose of this course is to talk about argument and persuasion and trying to influence how other people view an issue. So let's start with ourselves. When have we changed our opinion, changed our minds about something? And it can be a smaller thing in your everyday life, or it could be something about a bigger issue, a bigger world issue if you want. Just whatever comes to mind and you feel like sharing with us. Don't forget that the first post, the answer to these 2 questions, should be by Thursday night at 11:59. And then you need to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday at 11:59. And remember, the discussion closes at 11:59 on Sunday. So you have to get all 3 posts on there, your response to the questions and your responses to 2 classmates, because once the discussion closes, I am not allowed to reopen it, okay? If you have any questions about the discussion prompt itself, feel free to, get in touch with me. If you have any technical difficulties, let me know right away, and that way we can try to work through it and get you where you need to be before that discussion closes, okay? Especially with this being week 1, it would be great if everybody could try to get that discussion, at least that first response, as quick as possible. That way, if you are experiencing some technical difficulties, we have plenty of time to figure out what's going on, okay? But that's the homework for week 1. If you are struggling with any of the actual material, the first thing I would suggest is definitely going back through the material presented in the module. But I am always here to answer any questions you might have or to help you in any additional way. If you're having technical difficulties with any of this, please let me know. Otherwise, good luck on everything, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with.